with me now. Come with me now. Come with me now. I'll take you now. Come with me now.
What's up, everybody? Extra Million here once again with Totally Sick Dishonored Edition. This will be my self-imposed challenge run-through of Dishonored. This video will go all the way through the first mission, which coincidentally is also called Dishonored, and the Hounds Pit Pub, all the way up to the part where you start the High Overseer Campbell mission. So, since nothing much actually goes on during the intro, let's just go over the rules real quick. The first one is very hard, so I'm playing this on very hard mode, which basically means that all of the enemies' cones of vision are larger, they can hear you from farther away, and they're much more aggressive if they actually do see you, as you'll see when I fight the whalers, those assassin guys that can teleport, the ones that wear gas masks. For those of you actually going for any achievements, you would do well to put it on either normal or easy, because there is not an achievement for actually beating it on a higher difficulty. So you're basically only making it harder on yourself. So the second rule is no powers, which means I will not be using any of the outsider abilities, except Blink in the 3 instances that you have to. Obviously, when you first get Blink from him, you have to use it. There's a part in Mission 6 and 7 that is impossible to traverse without Blink or Agility. So I will have to use them there, but otherwise I'll basically just be sneaking around. No weapons or upgrades, so I won't be using the sword, the pistol, the crossbow, no spring razors, no rewire tools. I won't be upgrading my boots to the stealth boots, so none of that. No bone charms, so that's the same as everything else. I won't even get the benefit of, using any of the bone charms. I'll also be adhering to clean hands, which means I won't be killing anyone, not even the targets. I'll neutralize them with non-lethal means. And Ghost, so I won't be getting seen either.
Mother's busy talking to that nasty old spy master. Alright then, let's go see Mother.
Alright, so we'll skip past all of this intro stuff. An interesting thing there to note is that picture that Sokolov is painting of Overseer Campbell. If you mess around with the painting, like if you remove the bottle, it will not show up in subsequent versions of the painting, like that you can find for money. So that's kind of a neat little addition that they put in there.
We will not speak of this again.
Mother, Corvo is back.
Thank you, Emily. Leave us, please.
As you wish, Your Majesty.
So we'll wait for this guy to leave, and then we'll go talk to the Empress.
Corvo, 2 days early, full of surprises, as usual.
I should probably talk a bit about what actually does and doesn't count against you as far as like stealth and the guards go. They have really 3 or 4 levels of awareness, depending on how you want to count them. Obviously, one of the levels is they are fully aware of you and they are actively trying to hunt you down and kill you. But the 3 before that are with the little lightning bolts that appear above their heads, which you won't see in this run because I have all of the everything on the HUD turned off, so you won't be able to see my health bar, you won't be able to see any of the objective markers or any of that.
You seem sad.
Yes, don't worry.
But basically, if 1 lightning bolt is lit up on either side, that just means that they are sort of suspicious. If 2 are lit up, then they will usually stop and stare at you, or in your general direction of whatever noise they heard. Oh yeah, for a non-lethal playthrough, you can't attack these guys, you basically just have to defend. But, and then when the 3rd lightning bolt is lit up, they will typically stop, they will alter their normal patrol route, and they will come after you, or at least walk in your general direction. And then, of course, there's the 4th level where the lightning bolts turn red, and they are actively pursuing you and trying to harm you. There's Dodd, and he kills the Empress. That ability that the whaler is using on you right now is called tethering. which unfortunately you don't get.
Corvo, it's all
protect her.
But there's various ways that you can make the guards alter their normal patrol routes. One of them is one of the reasons I pick up the sword or any of the glass bottles are to bang them on stuff or break them so that the noise will distract them. Another one is to actually take out a guard, because if a guard notices that someone else is missing, they will alter their patrol route to accommodate for that. So instead of their normal patrol route, they will essentially assimilate or pick up the other guard's patrol route, which is kind of neat. One thing that does not count against you is any bodies discovered. So, with the exception of leaving bodies where, like, rats could get them, you can leave a body just anywhere, and even if a guard sees it, it'll basically alert them, but it won't count against you for stealth. As you'll actually see in this very first mission. I'm pretty sure this first guy that I strangle is the only body that I have discovered. So right away, basically I just rush out of my cell after I grab the key, and I pick up the sword so that I can use it to bang on stuff, but since the guards, I run and then immediately drop into stealth, and since I was running, all of those guards, they stop their scripted conversation and immediately go on to their patrol route that they would do afterwards. So it basically just saves you some time. So if you immediately strangle that guy, you'll get around this corner just in time to avoid that guy turning around. So we'll hop up here, get some more health potions. The only reason I'm picking up health potions is just in case I have to pick the key off that guy. It is just in case I have to fall from a great height and then heal myself, you know, like if I want to take a shortcut, since I obviously don't have blink. We'll strangle this guy and then carry his body downstairs. As soon as it's done doing the strangling animation, you can actually start moving forward. It'll automatically put you into stealth mode so that you'll walk slower, so remember to hit the unstealth button if you want to carry them at normal speed. So we'll just chuck that guy's body over there, pick up the clockwork bomb, and then we'll pick up a bottle so that we can stop this guy who's out here. He spawns and he's supposed to walk down the stairs and talk to this other guy, but we'll make sure that he doesn't.
Maybe wind or something.
And pick a key off of him. And throw him in the interrogation room and close it so no one can find their bodies.
Stupid goddamn.
So that guy, he will not turn around for quite some time, and when he does, he looks to the left, so you don't really have to worry about him seeing you.
Corvo's execution is tomorrow.
These three guys in here you can basically ignore. Even on very hard, they can't see far enough to get you. So just use the power of leaning to observe their movements. As you can see, there are 3 guards. There's 2 talking, and then there's 1 at the far guardhouse. As soon as they turn and start walking towards the middle, you can basically just move. There's no way they can see you. Then climb up on all this junk. And once you get above their line of sight, you're basically home free, and you can feel free to listen to them gripe about their jobs or whistle that What Would You Do with a Drunken Whaler song. And since I didn't go through the door, no one else can really see me except for these 2 guys that are in here. A word of warning, when I was playing through this part, I kept taking these guys' bodies and hiding them in that dumpster near the door. And then I would always finish the mission and it would say that I had killed 2 people. Well, these 2 guys were the guys that were being killed. They were being killed by the bomb explosion, even if they were in the dumpster and it was closed. So I just hide them at the bottom of the stairs instead. Oh yeah, and remember, you can fall from pretty much any height. As long as you're stealthed, you will not make any noise. It may still hurt you, but you won't make any noise somehow. Also, you should note that anything that you can do to a person that would kill them in real life will kill a guard in this game. So if you toss an unconscious body from a great height, it will kill them. If you throw them in the water, they will obviously drown and it will kill them, in addition to their bodies being eaten by rats. So basically jump into the water and escape. Don't get too close to that right wall because those guards will spot you. And then this section doesn't really have any guards until the very end.
Use some kind of explosive to blast his way out. It doesn't happen by accident.
You think he had help? Who'd know how to do that?
Bottle speed game, maybe. Watch.
So this is the sewers. This is pretty much just collecting weapons and coins, but obviously since I'm not going to be buying any upgrades, nor will I be using any weapons, I can just speed through here. Chuck this guy's body out of the way. No respect for the dead, I guess. So take these guys and then just chuck them somewhere so that the rats get lured away from that wheel that you have to turn. I'm waiting for those rats right there to finish devouring that body. I've tried to run and slide under that door before because it almost looks like you can, but you really can't. So unfortunately you have to turn that thing. So we'll go up here, then climb this chain. After we eat a rat kebab. Then we'll enter the final area, which has, I believe, 4 guards in it. You can stealth along the top of the level on these pipes, but obviously you have to be stealth while you're doing it, otherwise you'll make noise. I found that an easier way is to basically just dive into the water and swim to the very end, because you have just enough breath to make it to the very end, and when you're underwater they can't see you. Also, if you put all of your weapons away like I just did, you will move faster.
Past me, sir. Do you know who we're hunting here?
So always keep your weapons sheathed when you're trying to move quickly. I interrupt that guard's scripted conversation. I basically make it just end early by throwing that bottle. That guard over there will walk. This guard will turn to his left and then turn right so that he doesn't see you. And then he'll, I guess, start taking a leak. Sneak barely past him. Then wait for this guy to get a little further and then just jump into the water. The sound of the water splashing will alert them, but you'll be long gone by then. A few of the times that I was playing this level, I had a glitch where the mark of the outsider would appear on my left hand where it normally is, and it was glowing, but it was in this level, so I unfortunately couldn't use blink or anything, but I just thought it was a weird little glitch. So we'll rush out here to the boat, and we'll meet Samuel.
Samuel. And I work for some good people who want very much to meet you. They said you'd come out here. I can still hardly.
And once you're done talking to him, you'll go to the Hounds Pit Pub, where you'll meet the rest of the resistance towards the Lord Regent. And you'll get your cool outsider powers that we're not going to use. Or no, it was 2 bodies found, I'm sorry. I said earlier that it was 1, but no, it was 2. But those don't count against you, so it doesn't matter. What matters is that we weren't seen and we didn't kill anyone. Also, for anyone wondering, I discontinued my high and low chaos playthroughs just because I wasn't really trying to do a speed run, but the things that I would have to do to keep up high chaos were basically interfering with the most efficient route that I had planned through the level, so I would have to go out of my way to actually, like, massacre everyone and kill whole, like, tons of dudes, which is fun, but is not very conducive to getting through the level quickly and efficiently, so I just kind of discontinued it. Plus, I'd been wanting to do a self-imposed challenge for this game anyway, so I figured I would just start it now. So at the Hounds Pit Pub, if you're not looking for loot and you're not looking for runes or any of that stuff, all you really have to do is talk to these guys, Havelock and Lord Pendleton. Skip their conversation, go talk to Piero, who's voiced by the awesome Brad Dourif, who did the voice of Chucky. He was also in Rob Zombie's Halloween, I think. So go up here, grab this whale oil tank, put it back in so we can finish your mask. Obviously, we can skip talking to him for the shop, since we don't need to buy anything from him. And then we'll go to sleep and do the outsider training, which is one of the few times that I'll be forced to use Blink.
You should rest while you can. Sleep well.
So here we are in the outsider training.
Hello, Cole.
Just skip straight through this part. Also, if you have your HUD turned off like I do, one of the cool things is that if you can't use your power yet, your hand will glow blue instead of that that gold color. All you really have to do is make it to the end. Now in this level you're forced to pick up a rune, and if you see me in later videos and I have dark vision, that's just because I'm most likely going to buy dark vision so that I can play through the level with it on, so I can see what the best routes are, and then just, you know, make the actual video where I don't use it at all. So don't freak out if I, you know, if you're like, hey, what the hell, I thought you said you weren't going to use any powers. Luckily enough, dark vision costs exactly 1 rune, which you get right here. So now that that's done, we'll wake up and go talk to Samuel and get our mask, and then we'll actually start the second mission. Since I don't need to gather any loot or do anything else, I basically just run out here and then jump out the window and use a health potion to heal myself. Remember to drop onto this little thing instead of all the way to the ground, because you will die. I guess that extra 5 feet or so makes a difference.
Let's get down.
Talk to Callista so that you can get the secondary objective of saving her uncle, Kurnow, who's the guy you rode the boat with in the intro. And we'll talk to Samuel, and then we'll start the mission proper. But that is all for this one, and I will see you guys next time.
Just wondering, sir. Ready to go? Just give the signal.